Them same two guys he just fought, the whole world would be bashing me.
Yeah.
For sure. That's how you know I'm at a different level. And I'm gonna show him there's really levels to this boxing game. Like I said, a solid fighter for sure. Getting better, but I'm gonna just be too much for him. All this gonna be too much for him. It's too much. It's pay-per-view.
What do you mean all
press
this?
tour, everything. All this stuff is gonna be too much for you.
I've done it before.
That's cool. It's different when you doing with somebody else that's bigger, better.
Bigger.
Yep.
Isn't it the same thing if I've done it before?
No, it's
if
different.
I've done it before.
If I've
done it before, I'd do it again, right?
No,
if you land on the moon once, you can land on the moon twice.
No, it's different. It's different when you're doing with somebody that's bigger and know what they're doing. I think he's a solid fighter. You know, a good fighter. Yeah, he champion for a reason. You know, but I think I do everything better. You know, all around the board, I do everything. I can box, I can bang, inside, outside, mid range, whatever you want to do, I can do. And you're gonna see my fight night.
Come on with me.
Yeah. Touch him. That's the closest you're gonna get to them. That's the closest you're gonna get to them.
I guarantee that.
I promise you that. Xander, extreme
I never made
a career long.
Nobody.
Looking forward to Jaron Ennis in his second fight in the junior middleweight division.
You, but I ain't gonna I ain't gonna miss. I ain't gonna miss.
Small, man.
You're small. You small. You're a baby. And I'm gonna show you.
Both guys very confident going into this fight.
Hey guys, let's stretch our head, boys. That way.
If you can tell everybody what you're going to do to Xander Zayas real quick so I can get the chills again, and then we're going to send you out, brother.
Make sure y'all tune in June 27th at the Barclays Center. Do not miss this pay-per-view event. I'm going to show out. I'm going to have fun. Put on a beautiful show. Y'all know the knockout coming. Just don't get up off your seat. So whatever you got, food, popcorn, have it with you. Don't get up to go get it.
There have been many times when Jaron Boots Ennis has told Xander Zayas that he will test him hard when they fight. Zayas, on the other hand, hasn't shown any signs of being scared off by the feared foe. As the promotion went on, both boxers swapped words and talked about their confidence, which made the matchup more exciting and interesting for boxing fans.
For the two belts, it was never about the money. When they gave me the Virgil Ortiz fight, it wasn't about the money. Sebastian Fundora wasn't about the money. Boots, it's not about the money. It's about the legacy. I want to be the best. And this is how you make it happen. Forget about the money. You can throw the money out the window if you want. We fight for legacy here.
There is a lot at stake for Jaron Boots Ennis in this fight with Xander Zayas. Professionals and fans alike agree that he is clearly the favorite, and a lot of people think he will win easily. Zayas is an unquestionably skilled and dangerous opponent, but not many people think he can stop Boots' rise. Even more important, Ennis has said that this fight is a big deal for his future. It's all on the line, becoming a unified winner in a second weight class and stealing Zayas' crown. If he lost to someone much younger, it would be devastating to his progress and plans for the future. So, Boots should go into the fight fully focused and ready to give it his all, and he should leave with his hand up, because we can't lose this war under any circumstances.
I think Xander Zayas is a tougher op for Boots than Virgil Ortiz.
I think, like I said, Xander is a solid fighter. I think he got a little bit more tools than Ortiz. Maybe he could box a little better, but I don't know. I feel like Virgil is somewhat the better fighter, but
Experience and stuff.
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit more experience and things like that. But Xander, like I said, Xander not a bad fighter. He's a solid fighter. He unified champ. You can't take nothing away from him. But on fight night, them belts is coming back to Philadelphia straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Real rip. I'm about to be a 2-time unified weight division.
I was already united when I was 47. I did it when I was 54 years old. And we'll get the rest of the belts at 54. Keep your speed down at 54. When they talked, Jaron Boots Ennis talked about why he is still favored in almost all of his fights. He talked about how his style changed over time, from being known mostly as a deadly knockout artist to showing a more polished and technical side in the ring. As Ennis himself says, his fighting style is based on what he and his team think is best for the situation. Boots doesn't think of himself as either a defensive boxer or an eager puncher. Instead, He sees himself as a versatile boxer-puncher who can handle any situation. He talked about how he could push opponents, work well on the inside, or keep things under control from a distance. He said that he could do all of these things because he had a high ring IQ and could easily switch strategies and carry out any game plan that was needed.
You have been compared to Roy Jones Jr. With your slickness, your athleticism, hand-eye coordination, creativity. But then I saw a switch where you started being a brutal fighter, taking a few punches, like a boxer puncher, like Sugar Ray Robinson, Terrence Bud Crawford, and all those boys, Salvador Sanchez. Was that on purpose to just demolish people and change your style a bit and not do so much of the freaking, how you were freaking people out? Was that on purpose or was that just instinctual?
I do what I want. I'm just like that. I do what I want, straight like that. And whatever my team and my dad want me to do, that's what we do, you know. But the main thing is to have fun. But we see blood or see somebody hurt, he's out of here.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
You have a very high KO ratio, but people see you as a slick fighter. Now, I have to say this, that goes to your credit. To be a knockout artist, but people see you as a slick fighter. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a knockout artist? Do you see yourself as a slick fighter? How do you categorize yourself?
I'm a variety. I do it all. I can do whatever. Like I said, I do what I want. I feel like I'm a boxer, puncher. I can walk people down. I can do whatever. Inside fighting, like outside fighting, mid-range, like whatever you want, I can do it.
Boots also talked about how happy he is to fight for Philadelphia and follow in the footsteps of famous boxers like Bernard Hopkins. He said that as a boxer from Philadelphia, it was his job to keep and improve the city's long history of fighting, and has said with pride that Philadelphia always turns out some of the best fighters because of the city's unique culture, confidence, and unwavering determination to win. He did say, though, that many skilled local boxers never get the chance to reach their full potential because they get caught up in street life and other things that keep them from getting to the top levels of the sport. Fights in Philadelphia do happen. Oh, okay.
A Philly fighter is a thing. What does that mean to you?
What, being a Philly fighter?
Yeah.
Being a Philly fighter it mean a lot. You know, to be able to put the city on my back and you know, take the legacy to the next level and just continue to rise in, you know, different occasions and, like I said, put the city on my back and things like that and show the world why Philly really like that and can't too many I feel like nobody can't mess with Philly. Like when it comes to boxing, I feel like we got the best fighters.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we heard that discussion before. Yeah. Michigan,
Philly got the best fighters. It just come down to like Philly just be like, Philly got so many like good fighters and great fighters. They just get sidetracked from the streets and the girls, the this, that, and the third. Like it's just like it's so many unseen talent that you guys don't see, and it's crazy, you know.
Wait, why do you think that is? Like, why is that like a farming ground for great fighters?
I feel like just the way like Philly was just like being in Philly, like it's just like it's the whole like demeanor and swag. Like you gotta have like that aura, and once you got that aura and all that stuff, it's just like it's like hard to explain. Like I can't even really explain. Like you just.
But I see.
Yeah, like it's got like we got like our whole different aura. We got like a certain way, you know, we do go about things and do things, and we always.
It's clear that Ortiz has high hopes for this fight. He is still very sure of himself, though. He made a big deal about his position in the 154-pound class near the end of the talk, calling himself the man in charge of super welterweight. Having full confidence, he has said that he is the division's main draw and that any boxer who wants to get to the top must go through him. He believes that he is the most famous fighter in his weight class, the one who gets the most attention, and the one who leads the division as its leader.
So on and so forth. I will be undisputed at 154 though, for sure.
You know who else at 154?
I don't care who at 154.
Boy,
I don't care who at this is my division. Like this is my division, all right. And I said this to one of my homies. I'm like, bro, like let you look at it, like at 154, these guys gonna make the most money fighting me. I'm really the cash cow at 154 for real. So these guys can fight this guy, fight that, fight that guy. But when they fight me, I'm the cash cow. They're gonna make the most money fighting me, and that's with anybody at the division. So they gotta see me. I got the biggest name, I got the hottest name. I'm the best fighter at 154.
Jaron Boots. Ennis can keep trying to become the best boxer in the world. The first thing he has to do is beat Xander Zayas on June 27th. Most researchers and boxing experts think Ennis will win, and many of them think he has all the tools he needs to do the job well. Haven Brady Jr., Boots' sparring partner, recently said what he thought about the fight. There was a lot of faith in Brady's prediction that Ennis would be able to finish the job. He even said he was willing to put money on it. At the same time, he made sure Zayas knew he was respected and saw how talented and promising he was. Even though Brady likes Ennis better, he thinks the fight will be very competitive and fun, and boxing fans should look forward to it.
So I know you're going to be in the building.
Right, for sure. I'm there from there.
What's your thoughts on that fight?
A good fight. Man, my hat's off to Xander, man. With him being young, we came up in the amateur together.
Yeah, y'all signed the top rank around the same time.
Yeah, so he signed, I think, 16, maybe, or 17.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, and I signed like right when I turned 18. So,
yeah, but y'all the same age, right?
Yeah, I think he a year younger than me.
How old are you now?
I'm 24.
Oh shit, yeah, you're 23.
Yeah. So my hat's off to him because I feel like Boots the best person at 154. So with him fighting for the world title, then defending to get another one. I mean, with his first defense, he fought, he unified for his first defense. And then he fought, I feel like everybody say the best person at 154. Then he fight Boots. So my hat's off to him. I feel like it's a good fight. I definitely get the edge to Boots. But hey, I feel like I just want everybody to see it. But I think I know how it's gonna go.
The organizer, Oscar de la Hoya, also had an interesting thing to say about the fight, calling it a true one. He praised Jaron Ennis' speed, strength, movement, and skill at creating chances with smooth footwork and changing combos. At the same time, de la Hoya said that Zayas was a strong, highly driven young fighter who always put pressure on the other fighter and threw a lot of punches. When talking about the fight, Oscar said that he hoped Ennis would go for an aggressive strategy, using his defense skills and a Philly-style approach to try to stop the fight, instead of going for a traditional 12-round boxing show. He thinks that Zayas likes trading hits and throwing combinations, so his plan could lead to an exciting back-and-forth fight that people will remember for years.
It's a clash of the titans if you really think about it. Boots is a tremendous fighter. He's a beast. He's fast, he's elusive, he's strong, he can change up his combinations, his footwork is impeccable. But then you have Zayas, who's a big guy, who throws a lot of punches, who's young, who's strong, but he's motivated, he's hungry. I think it's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be a classic fight. I sure hope that Boots uses that Philly shell, but it walks him down. I don't want him to move around, and it's going to make it very difficult for Zayas, and we might see one of those fights where it's like, oh, it's a 12-0 shutout. No, if we see the Philly style moving forward, and where Boots wants to maybe knock him out, then we will see a great fight, because Zayas loves that interaction. Zayas loves to throw combinations. He'll get hit a couple of times to hit you 5-6 times back. So I think hopefully we're going to see that style. But
Sean Porter, a former world champion, also talked about the upcoming fight and tried to describe it. Sean Porter brought up an interesting point when he said that Jaron Boots Ennis was like NFL star Barry Sanders. He called Boots a real splat player and said that Ennis liked high-risk, very creative improvisation in the ring, just like Sanders, who was fast but also gained a record number of negative running yards because he was always taking risks. Porter showed that Boots can have amazing reactions in an instant, like slipping shots or even brushing past an opponent's attack in a fun way. The next second, he might be in a dangerous situation with his chin showing because he is too committed. Porter says that the fact that Ennis's mood changes so quickly is what makes him so interesting to watch, but it also comes with a risk that a smart, focused opponent could take advantage of.
a regimented account for what he wants this fight to look like and how to get to where he's trying to go to, opposed to Boots, right? So you and I, we take off at the same time and we're racing. I'm clearly the faster car. I'm clearly the faster, better driver, but you know exactly how you want to get there. You're going to go down one street. You're going to go right. You're going to get to that street. You're going to go left, and you're going to go left, and then you're going to go right, and then you're going to zoom it down, and you're going to make another right. While as me, I'm like, man, I'm going to go here, and then I get to a light, and I'm like, I can't stay at this light too long. And then I turn and I go down and I got a stop sign and I go in here and I'm here. You know, I feel as if Boots is the kind of fighter that has so many tools and so many things that he's capable of doing. I think he knows how fast he is. He knows how quick he is. He knows how powerful he is. And it's a matter of him saying, man, this is going to work. That's going to work. This going to work. That's going to work. Opposed to a Xander Zayas. And I know that I'm not wrong about this. Xander's going to come to the ring with, this is what we need. And if this isn't working, this is what we're going to go to. And then if this isn't working, we're going to try to figure it out from there. You know, I think that Xander's coming in with what I would consider to be a solid game plan, while I will look at Boots thinking that talent coming to the ring, and if you hold that talent, you know what's going to happen then, you know. So that's what I'm looking at in this fight. I still think it's in some ways is a 50-50 fight, but I'm inclined to go with the talent.
Fighters and gym members alike have said that Philadelphia's Jaron Boots Ennis is like an animal in the gym. He trains in a way that is calm but strong, and it sets the tone for everyone else. At the center, there is no doubt about his upcoming fight against Xander Zayas. In fact, most people are very sure he will win. Insiders in the gym say Ennis is functioning at a completely different level than his opponent and expect him to have a huge and dominant showing. They think that his unique mix of speed, strength, and timing gives him a big advantage that could beat Zayas. Inside the camp, people are hoping for anything from a highlight reel knockout to a controlled, one-sided finish in the middle to late rounds, if everything goes as planned.
Right?
Yeah, it would have been fun.
I don't know if it's more, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he does that. He's super flashy. He's as talented as anyone, but just vulnerable enough.
Yeah.
And everybody that watches boxing knows
that's kind of what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
You just don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like Barry Sanders has this stat that is like beyond me.
More negative rushing plays.
So amazing. Yeah. But you also have the most negative yards of any running back of all time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, like how, you know, to have that stat, but also be so electric and so, you know, what about, you know, boxing is much different. You know, you only got yourself, you know, you ain't relying on the whole team and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, again, even when I'm just saying, like, talent can be, what's the word I'm thinking of? Talent can be subdued. It can be controlled. It can be, yeah. And the other side of that.
So
I asked Bozy that too. I asked Bozy, like, yo, do you know, you see him do something, you just, you know, you like, my son's the greatest, you know, or are you able to stay away from how talented he is? And Bozy said no. He said, and I believe him. My dad's the same way, you know my dad. My dad didn't care about the talent, you know. Bozy says he don't care about the talent, but when you see shit like that, it's hard. You know what I mean? He's great.
Well, okay. Well, we talked about in the beginning how good improvisation can be.
Yeah.
Now, Terrence Crawford could flow like water. He could improvise as he goes on.
Mm-hmm.
But him and Brian McIntyre always had that focused game plan coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And if I need to improvise on the way, I can do that, and I will do that. Basically, every assignment he had. But they also had, you knew from experience for being in the gym with them for the Canelo fight.
Mm-hmm.
We got this.
Okay, everyone. Keep up with the newest boxing stories, events, clips, and news. Sign up for Ring Exposed and set up alerts to make sure you don't miss any updates. Check out our other movies. Be careful and stay safe until next time.